Goes.
Welcome back, guys. This is The Connection, where we connect the dots between hip-hop and mental health. I'm Shu.
Hey, it's Hendo.
And we got a couple guests on the show today. You guys want to shout yourselves out?
You want to go first?
Go ahead, bro.
Yo, man. It's Jay Styles, producer extraordinaire.
Hey,
rapper occasionally.
facts.
Yeah, I mean,
Designated backwood roller too.
designated
You
blunt
know me,
roller.
it's your main man, Grizz Darko. You feel me? The rapping extraordinaire. You feel me? Just so happens that a young nigga is now, you could say, I'm a producer and engineer too. So yeah, suck my dick.
Oh, man.
Yo, Grizz is hype as hell because he in this little production school and shit. And you said
Definitely.
DJ Young Hitter running, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, shout out to DJ Young Hitter.
Welcome to the show again, guys.
Shout
This
out
is
Ideal
your
Tech.
second time up on the
Round of
show.
applause.
Hell yeah, man. I fuck with
Welcome
this show.
back.
It's super heavy.
Yo, this
So-
show is fire.
We're going to jump into our first topic. The first topic we're going to talk about for Change My Mind today is Michael Jackson versus Prince. We want to talk about their legacy that they both have had, the impact on the culture, and you know who obviously had more impact. This is all opinion based, obviously, because I think they are both two of the biggest icons that we've ever seen in music.
Two of the
Period.
most
Not even talking about
androgynous, too.
genre. And who's more talented, you know, when it comes to playing instruments, dancing, who's musically talented when it comes to, you know, vocals and all that stuff. So we're going to dive into that. Does anybody want to kick this off?
Can I go first?
Yeah, I want to hear everybody's viewpoints on this, bro.
I want to hear what you got.
You got it, yeah. All right,
Because this
so
is one of the toughest debates we've ever had on the show to date. I'm going to
Bro.
tell you right now.
Michael Jackson is such a fucking phenomenal singer, bro. Like, Michael Jackson was a
Agreed.
crazy, beautiful singer. I think he produced a lot of his music as well, so that means he was also instrumentally inclined.
See, I don't know about that. Who produced
He wrote.
this?
I don't
He
know
wrote a
about
lot
that.
of his music. He didn't write all of it. Prince wrote I think the majority of his music,
Oh,
and
I
he played like 30 fucking instruments, bro.
Yeah. bro,
Prince was
listen.
a beast when it came to that shit.
Prince was not a better singer than Michael Jackson.
This
dog.
is where I'm
I
putting
don't
up.
think so. I could agree with you on that.
He wasn't
You feel me?
songwriter.
You do
maybe.
agree or you don't?
Nah, I don't feel like Prince was a better singer than Michael Jackson.
He wasn't.
I don't feel like he was, but that's just singing.
If
You
we
feel
talking
me?
music theory, technically he really wasn't. You feel me?
Yeah.
As
Mike-
far I mean, we might have to thank Joe Jackson for that, right?
Oh shit!
'Cause he chemically castrated.
fucked.
Yeah, bro.
He got chemically castrated.
Yeah, bro.
Did y'all know that Joe Jackson allegedly got Michael Jackson chemically castrated so he didn't have to go through puberty and like
So he
kept
had
the high
that-
pitch in his voice.
You know
Are
that
you
Jackson
dead
5
serious?
like signature voice that he had?
Bro,
Yeah.
the doctor who killed Michael Jackson on accident spoke about it and said that Joe Jackson deserves to go to hell. How much of a contradiction is that? The nigga who kills the king of pop says that his dad deserves to go straight to fucking hell. Like, that's fucking nuts.
That's crazy.
That
Wait,
that
so-
alone, that fact alone might be the reason that
Wait.
vocally Michael Jackson beat
His
Prince.
legacy is due to malicious intent.
Although
though.
Prince has a similar sounding voice, like
But
his
it's not as loud. He can't project like Mike.
So my nigga never like.
I don't think anybody
He
can.
never grew. His balls never dropped type shit.
That is fucking horrible. I never knew about this. And
Yo,
Isn't that crazy?
Grizz is struck right now.
Yeah,
He's
it's
shook.
kinda
shit.
Listen, we were in
That's
the same.
fucked up.
You feel the same way we felt a couple weeks ago because we were trying to like digest this whole thing, and
Yo.
we're like, "What the fuck, bro?" Like,
Nah, dead
you're
ass.
telling me Michael Jackson got his voice chemically castrated, and he sounds the same as he did when he was 11, 12 years old, or whatever
Yeah,
it
that's
was
some
when he
weird
was in
shit.
Jackson 5.
But don't you think that wore off because after a while, Michael Jackson's voice kind of got in. Like he could still hit the falsettos, but like his actual
you
like
think it was just work ethic though? Like he wasn't really like
Yo,
in it. Like
maybe.
I don't
there's a
know
lot
why,
to think about there.
But like,
Facts. I mean,
I don't know why, but like recently and like a little bit after his death, like I was seeing like stuff about Michael Jackson, and like people were saying like he was a gangster. Like
The nigga was a yo.
he used to
Crips
be
fuck
like
with
he
him,
used to
for
be
real.
like that nigga, like for real. Like he
Yeah.
used to beef with his monkeys, and he like fight his. Nigga, who you know fight like getting the head up with a monkey, my nigga. I'm not fighting no monkey, my nigga.
Nah.
I don't know about that. That's crazy. Them niggas is like us. They.
Yeah, we're. But
So
You seen Planet of the Apes?
what do you? All right, let's. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk about what are some of the things that Michael Jackson is most notable for.
everything.
Like
to
he's
be
gonna
honest
go
with you.
down in remembrance for
I think
what?
I think he's sold the most.
And then we'll talk about Prince.
I think he sold the most albums.
He's
than
got a
any pop
signature
star.
voice.
Yeah,
He is.
He made
He's
boss
sold-
moves.
He is literally the king of pop music.
yeah.
Like,
he
is
he
the-
sold more albums than any pop
Amazing.
artist.
Right.
And he made better quality music. I feel
Than a
like,
lot of niggas.
Than like
People for his
in the
time.
pop realm.
From when did Michael Jackson first start? Like as officially, like as the Michael Jackson 5. That was like what, the late 60s, early 70s type shit. Even his voice back in the day, like back at then, was crazy, bro. Like the instruments that they all played, the dance moves that they had, how like how the Jackson 5 evolved with the times from going to like a doo-wop band to like doing like 80s type shit, and then Michael Jackson's solo career. Like everything is crazy. The whole legacy of the Jacksons is crazy. Even when you put in like Janet Jackson and shit like that, like they all were super talented. You feel me?
Facts.
Granted, it was due to some really fucked up shit.
I don't even know if how factual all that wild shit is. So
Even
yeah,
like
I mean,
we're not even
I
talking
heard-
about the castration. We're talking about like Joe Jackson as an abusive father, because that's like
Yeah.
documented fact.
yeah. That shit wild.
Yeah.
Like that shit is crazy.
Honestly, but overall, I'm saying, and this is not taking anything away from Prince. I just feel like Michael Jackson overall, like, is a better like artist. Like, you know what I mean, when it comes to like a overall type thing. There's some things that Prince is better at Michael Jackson than like all that shit, but I think that Michael Jackson.
All right,
is
look.
the
So we're
better
talking about
overall.
Michael Jackson. Let's throw some. We're gonna throw some shade his way and talk about Prince for a second.
Oh man,
Bro.
Calling me.
Oh, man.
So I respect Prince on a whole different level than probably everybody in this room because my uncle is one of the biggest Prince fans in the world.
My mom loves
And,
Prince.
Prince.
He always told me
Prince,
how
yeah,
many,
totally.
how faithful this guy lives in the studio, right? He not only lives in the studio and pumped out. I
think
can't
he
even tell you
died
how
in the
many albums
studio.
he died, and he still has right now like hundreds of albums in the vault. Like he
Facts.
could release albums for the next 15,
That's some
20 years
Tupac
or something
shit.
crazy, bro. Like
So
that's-
Michael Jackson is the Biggie of pop, and Prince is the Tupac.
I find that nuts. Like the man's work ethic speaks for itself, right? Not only that, he played that many instruments. He played over
that
30 something
many
instruments, right?
Fucking instruments, bro.
I mean that
Unorthodox instruments.
to
at that, you
learn
feel
in a
me?
lifetime, like some
He was
people
only
really
55 when type shit when he died.
right, and he was exactly.
So
that's
nigga
my
was
point.
learning instruments while he was evolving as an artist.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. So while he's perfecting his craft with his vocals and musically, he's still learning.
y'all coming up with shit that I had no idea about. This is like,
Bro, back in that time, it was like easy for a nigga to bite somebody's style.
Nah,
Jimi
no,
Hendrix
facts.
stole his style from some other nigga. You feel me? Like,
A lot of people do. I mean,
It's not. I don't know.
I don't know if it's
bro, nah, he stole his whole swag, bro. James Brown done it too.
Did the
Like,
nigga come before him?
yeah, I think so. And he died more legendary type shit. Like, so like,
Do you guys just give it up to Michael Jackson solely because most people would just say Michael Jackson?
no, Michael Jackson was vocally
Because
more
there's a lot
talented
of
than
people
Prince.
that would say Prince. I when we thought of this topic on this show,
He got
I've been
more hits,
asking
too.
around.
I think.
I feel
I
you.
was
got more
I was
hits.
working the other
Michael
day, and
Jackson?
I was
Oh, I was
asking
about to-
everybody on the street, and I was like, listen, like, do you side with Prince or Michael Jackson? I got a lot of people that said Prince.
They didn't-
surprisingly,
Not one of them niggas ever flopped either. You feel
Oh,
me?
hell
no.
That's crazy.
as a pop, they're both pop stars. Like
Yeah.
beyond the fucking.
I think
they're not
the
fucking-
sound has changed too from when like Prince was putting hits out like Little Red Corvette, you know what I mean, and shit like that, to like evolving into honestly I think on Kendrick's latest album there's a track on it and I'm not going to remember the name, but the way he sings on it, I think it was influenced by Prince.
That's crazy.
I promise you. So like
That's wild.
he's influencing artists today.
Prince
You know
was
what I mean?
tight. Prince was low key a thug too. Like then he beat up his dad or some shit. Then he beat
Um,
his dad
Gotta
up.
remember, Prince
I don't
also
know.
doesn't have a name.
Yeah, he's the artist formerly known as Prince.
Yeah.
Formerly
He's
known
a
as
symbol,
Prince.
my nigga. That's some
Facts.
G shit.
Right.
You feel
Eminem
me?
said that ever since Prince turned
Turn
himself into a symbol.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's crazy, dog.
It
Prince
is.
is like, I would say Prince just because, for one, I'm a hipster and I don't want to side with Michael Jackson, and because like
Just to be different.
not even just to be different, because Michael Jackson wasn't learning that many instruments, bro. It's one thing to be a singer because you can be a singer and not write any of your music, but for you to sit there, be a singer, have vocal talent, and learn that many instruments and write that many fucking
I
hits,
respect that.
it doesn't matter if Michael Jackson has more hits because Michael Jackson had fucking writers. You feel me? I'm
Right.
not.
Like, if you put both of their hits next to each other, I enjoy Michael Jackson's music more.
I think
like
more people would probably
sonically,
agree
like,
with you
everything,
on
like,
that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I'm
But-
always on some
but-
like really crazy druggy shit, so I really fucks with Prince and how he orchestrates
Yeah, I
shit.
feel you.
Because of the signature voice, I think all the
No.
instruments, that shit, I'm giving it up to Prince.
Facts.
I have to. I
That
love
artistry,
Michael Jackson,
yeah.
but I'm giving it up to Prince.
But Michael Jackson had way more.
I think
swag
Michael
than
Jackson
him.
had more of an impact.
Nah, Michael Jackson dressed better than that nigga. That's what I'm on right now.
Oh,
Nigga,
man.
did you see the music video for Bad, my nigga? Did you see his outfit for that shit?
For what?
For Bad, my nigga? And
trying to
fucking
think.
Smooth Criminal, his outfit was
Oh,
crazy.
yeah.
But Prince,
Nah, Prince had
did
to-
shit-
Prince knew how-
did shit
Prince
that
dressed-
Michael Jackson would never do.
Would never
He
do,
wore
right?
he wore the
Nah,
Prince did
platform.
shit nobody would ever do.
That yeah,
Like,
word
nigga,
facts.
Nigga, he the only person that's getting that off.
Yeah,
Right.
And still going home fucking bitches.
Prince did do some
Yeah.
shit. They both did. That he played and all that.
Put that on his.
Kendrick.
Yo, wow,
What?
I said Kendrick interviewed Tupac.
No, he didn't.
Kendrick what?
Y'all never heard
He
that?
what?
He
Nah,
interviewed
nah, nah.
Tupac.
Tupac.
Oh
was
yeah, on the
Yeah,
album.
yeah.
On the album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He's been leading up to that since Section 80.
Bro,
like
but
when
Wow.
Tupac.
the thing is like there's
Yeah,
some out
like,
there
you
that
feel
think
me?
like Drake and
If
Michael.
Fat Nick died, you
I
wouldn't
wouldn't-
want a feature from him.
Yeah, like
don't
I
say
wouldn't like yeah, but
God
no, I'm
bless
saying like I wouldn't just like you feel me do it like cause I to own it, right? But I do it because you feel me that's my
To pay
like,
homage.
That's one of my artists. I want,
Right.
You feel me? One of my
Yeah.
favorite artists. I want to pay homage to him. So of course I go through that trouble.
Nah,
you
if
know
I
what
could,
I'm
if I
saying?
could get an old man AV verse,
That's what I'm
today,
saying, bro. That'd be
Oh
hard.
my
Be
goodness.
crazy.
There, you do realize there's
Rest
some people that really
rest in
think that
peace to
Michael
the
Jackson
Golden.
and Drake hit the studio together.
Get
Like
the fuck
they're gonna
outta
listen to
here.
that and be like, people are
Rest in
people
peace
crack
to the
me up, bro.
goals in.
I really, while we're on this topic, I would definitely, as polarized as this like makes me feel like morally, I wanna feature from Pun, because he was a great fucking rapper, but he
He'll
was
make
a
you.
piece of-
It better be the best verse you ever wrote.
Yeah, I was
He'll
about to
make you
say.
step your game up. He'll make you step. What? Why the fuck you
His
looking at me like
throwaway
that?
verses were
As if
probably-
you've never heard Pun.
Cause I'm a fucking.
It doesn't have anything to do with you.
I'm
Have
a
you heard
fucking
Pun?
beast, bro.
Have you heard Pun?
Yeah,
He's
I
a
have.
multi-syllable fucking king.
So am I, though.
I was
He
about
really
to
is.
say- I was
I'm
about
gonna
to
say that.
I've been hearing.
Yo, me and
I
Jake
ain't
have
gonna
been in the
say- I
studio.
ain't
We
gonna
was in the
speak-
studio till 3 in the
Yeah.
morning.
I
Like,
ain't gonna
back of the
speak,
back
you
of
know
the
what I mean?
act.
Oh,
you feel me,
thank
bro?
you.
I was like, my
Yeah.
heart is as black as the back of the bus.
Back in the back of the back of the act. back in the
That's
back of the
that.
back.
I said that
Back in the
last
back
night,
of the
And
bro.
my
back
man-
of the
and my
back
man
of the
Big
back of the
L.
act.
Yeah,
And my man Big L.
Big L was
Yeah.
a Big L was a multi-syllable
This is
Don,
fucking
bro.
Ebonics on my shirt right here.
No way.
Yeah.
Word.
It's the whole Ebonics verse right here.
That's
Wow.
crazy. I never really got
Hella
into
respect
L
for
like
you
that.
and your blue shirt.
He was calling him a big ass blueberry.
But now that I know Big L on your shit,
OG
I,
Smurf.
Nah, keep that. That's why I said keep that fucking same energy, bro.
yo, you
Keep that
funny as
same
hell.
energy.
Yo,
All right,
crazy.
so what have we reached the verdict? Prince over Michael Jackson. What you think,
Oh,
Grizz?
man.
Does anybody want to debate that before we close it out?
you want-
Because I'm
yeah,
saying
we can
Prince.
debate it for
This
real.
is, all right, this is all I'm saying.
Try to debate it.
even if
I'm
Prince
sitting here
was-
saying it like it's
even-
easy, like
even
it's
if
hard.
Prince was a more talented musician, Michael Jackson made better music.
I think
He has
Prince was a
better
more
catalog at the
well-rounded
end of the day.
musician. He was. I mean, he
Yeah.
played 30 instruments.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
If he
even
never
was
even
more
if he
talented-
never was a vocalist or recording artist,
Yeah.
alone he's talented as fuck
Mhm.
because he played
Makes
30
him
instruments.
more talented
Right.
than Michael Jackson, though.
Yeah, but the catalog
And his
the
voice
shit
was an
that's
instrument, too.
actually out, like, and you could listen to. Like, I feel like Michael Jackson had even if I know y'all say he had like million writers, or whatever, fucking like producer.
I'm not even gonna say he
team,
had a
like,
million
crazy,
writers.
like-
He just had some.
That's another
No, I'm
thing.
saying,
I
yeah.
don't know.
I was exaggerating.
That I don't know, but I would want to say Prince didn't really have that many writers. Like he wrote
Why
a lot
would
of
you
his
have
shit.
that many writers when you can write music yourself?
If you are that talented to learn 30-something instruments, how the fuck are you getting someone to write your shit?
Exactly.
I highly doubt he was
I
doing
highly doubt
that.
it as
I
well.
highly doubt it. Let's
Exactly.
just be honest.
At that point, you write
Nigga,
your
I
own
don't-
music.
It's Prince, bro.
Exactly,
It's
nigga.
Prince.
I don't know how to
It's
write. I
Prince.
don't know how to play no instrument, and I write my own shit.
It's
Yo,
Prince.
North, what you think, bro? What you think, OG?
Yeah, man.
Hold on, yeah. Michael Jackson, you said?
Yeah, in my opinion, it's Michael Jackson.
Oh shit! North
When-
said it. North said it's Michael Jackson.
When you want to compare
Yeah,
the
I mean-
two, like realistically, you know, when you think about like even entertainers, like if you want to say an entertainer today and you want to use the word entertainer, you would go with like a Diddy or something like that, an entertainer.
Yeah.
Now, no matter what you say about this artist, no matter what you want to say about Diddy, he's an entertainer, so he gets that money. Like he's gonna fill arenas and stuff like that because he's an entertainer. You know, it's a different field from a rapper and an entertainer. That's why when the situation came up with Drake and the writing and all that, nobody cares because we look
Drake
at
is
him as an entertainer. We
Yeah.
don't really care how good of a
Word.
writer he is.
No one gave a fuck.
Yeah,
about
no one
that
cared because at this
shit.
point,
And they
he-
said he won a beef against Meek.
right?
lyrically.
I've never heard a rapper be in the hot seat like that, like a rapper on that pinnacle. You know what I mean?
And-
Be in the
Yeah.
hot seat,
and not lose
and then
his
people just
reputation.
turn their heads and act like nothing ever
Because
happened.
He
when you-
makes
when you-
songs
when-
for the bitches.
Is
No,
that
when
crazy?
that's not what. When you pass the level of just somebody
I'm not
calling
gonna
you a
start talking
rapper,
about Drake again.
Nah, word.
I'm not of it. We
Yeah.
talk-
when you pass the level of somebody
Oh,
just calling you a rapper, then you get to the point to where as though people don't really care if you have writers and stuff. Like it's
Word.
irrelevant at this point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
But fuck. All right, so you say Michael Jackson?
I say Michael Jackson because for one, if you think about even a kid right now, like they know a Michael Jackson song.
My nephew is only 8 years old and loves Michael Jackson.
Yeah, that's
he don't
what
know one Prince.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Even when you
that's why I said.
when you
I said
fucking crazy.
Prince. In my opinion, I think Prince is more
talented.
talented
no,
and gifted.
no,
but I think
what it
Michael
is.
Jackson is
You
has
can't-
more impact on.
Yeah, you can't
right.
even say that because when it comes to talent, you can't put and say that somebody is more talented than
But
others.
Prince didn't have his voice chemically castrated.
No, but what I'm saying is,
yo, it's
no, what
y'all
I'm
crazy.
saying, no, what I'm even if he did,
I wish nobody.
I'm about to prove a
I
point.
wish nobody told me that. Do
No,
you know
but
what that
listen.
was like? Hearing Michael Jackson's voice was chemically
Growing up, that ain't
castrated,
my childhood.
bro. It's
No.
like finding out fucking Santa Claus
Yeah.
is not
no,
real,
but
bro.
if
I
you
was
think
like,
about
what?
it, if you think about it, most of the
That's
artists,
fucked up, bro.
most of the artists that came up, even in that time, none of them used their voices
What you mean?
falsetto.
Oh,
Nobody sung in their voice.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So it really did. We was listening to the song.
Word.
What moved us? Like Man in the Mirror. You can't say Man in the Mirror.
Man in the Mirror is one
that
of my
make
favorite
motherfuckers
songs, bro.
cry, man. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
It's a
saying?
beautiful song.
Man
Yeah.
in the Mirror is one of my favorite songs.
So it's the impact and the feel of the song.
I'm gonna be honest. I
All
remember
night.
exactly
That's my
where
shit
I
for
was
real.
when I found out Michael Jackson died. I don't even know where I was. When
He died
Prince
on the same
died.
day as my grandmama. Like,
Yeah.
and
real
that was
shit.
one reason. Like,
where was you at,
Dog.
Grizz? Yeah. Hand him that mic. Where was you at, Grizz?
had to flip it.
I was out from my crib, you feel me, shooting basketball. My mom came outside. My mom came outside like, Michael Jackson died. I was like, what? Michael, who? What?
Yeah, right.
Nah, that shit was crazy. I shed a little G tear, you know. But I ain't really know. I ain't
I
really
was
know
like-
the nigga, so.
when Michael Jackson died and when Prince died. Like when Prince died, I was just like, damn.
Yo, for real.
Yeah.
Nah,
That's
when
why I said
Prince-
no. He was more impactful. He was.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you look at your
Yeah.
grandparents, you look like you never expect them to go nowhere.
But
Yeah,
they
yeah,
old
yeah.
as
They're
fuck.
around forever.
Anybody that has a love or appreciation for music, period, any genre, was hurt by that. You know what I mean? That shit was crazy.
Yo,
I would like to add,
Even Eminem, who just jokingly said shit about Michael Jackson in his time, he didn't actually mean that
definitely.
shit. He just used to fuck around. You know what I mean? In his videos with the
I-
nose falling
I
off, crazy
still
shit like
remember-
that. But he even said something about it. You know what I mean?
I still remember the funeral and how that
Nigga,
shit
his
looked.
casket was
Bro,
gold,
that was the
all
most
gold.
packed. That was a funeral. It looked
It
like
should be.
It looked
Looked
like
like
he
a
was about to
concert.
perform.
Yeah.
It
I was
should
like,
be.
Like he was
God
gonna get out the shit.
damn.
Like,
What if you dedicate your time and your energy to something to give to us like that?
For real.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
I
Yeah,
still
bro.
say Prince over MJ.
Oh man.
I'm saying Prince. I'm saying Prince.
He did.
Prove me wrong. Change my mind. Prove me wrong. Like, name another person that plays that many instruments. Let's be serious.
Yeah, but that's
Come on,
fucking
bro.
ridiculous,
The fuck?
bro.
That's yo.
The fuck in one lifetime?
He died
Give me
at
a couple
55, dog.
Fam.
Yo, this is what I was saying before. When you
really
when you
matter
when
in
you
the
talking
pop
about talent,
You know how hard it is to learn an instrument, let
Nah.
alone 30 something.
yeah,
Come
but
on.
when it comes to talent, you can't say because
Talent and skill.
yeah. But the thing is, when you talking about talent, I don't care. Even
I
when you
fuck
go
with
back
you,
to
Shoe, my
to the
nigga.
even
I'm
when you
on
go
your
back to
side,
the
dog.
prophets, you can't say one was better than the other because one did this and one did that. You know
You
what I'm
talking
saying?
about biblical
No,
times?
no, I'm not saying.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
not- no.
Peter didn't betray God.
No, I'm talking about
I'm not
talent.
saying.
I'm talking about.
I'm not saying one's better than the other.
Right, I'm
just
talking
saying
about
I
talent.
think he's more talented. I do.
that
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
he's more naturally gifted and talented. I do.
I mean, somebody can be smart as hell.
Yeah, you feel
Anybody can learn an
Actually,
instrument,
nah, Peter
but
did. He
you
denied
have to
Christ
be
3
naturally
times.
talented to be able to pick up
But he
30 something
didn't get
instruments
Jesus
like that.
killed.
Yeah, but like I said, everybody has a skill. Everybody has something.
Me
they
and
can,
Grizz over here.
everybody has something they can pick up more than somebody else. You know, and you got people that rap and people that act that do both. They might have rapped and you thought they was good till they started acting. And you like, holy shit.
You know what? This just inspired me. I already know what we gonna do for our next show: Drake versus Tory Lanez.
Nah,
Yeah,
Come on,
Nah,
we just
that's-
can't get away
that's
from Drake,
not-
bro. I'm not.
We- but
I'm
nah,
not.
we
listen,
gonna do that
keep
shit.
that shit.
That's
Keep
kinda-
that shit.
nah,
Listen,
that's kinda like-
at least for
I
a
like-
couple
That's
months.
valid,
I'm
bro,
not-
because they had a beef.
I like that one.
How about
Hold
this?
on,
How
hold
They
about
on.
both
this?
from Toronto.
How about this? How about we talk about?
Yeah, we not gonna talk.
We
it
could
don't
talk
matter.
about and no disrespect to Drake because I love him. We all know that, but how about we talk about Tory Lanez without talking about Drake? Because we fucking talk about Drake every week. Let's see how long we can go. Let's play the silent game, the Drake silent game, and see how
Let's
long we
stop
can
giving
go
attention to
without
Drake
fucking
Until-
saying the word
until He
Drake.
drop something.
Can
Until
we
he
get
drop
through one
something.
episode without saying Drake?
Yo, why?
I'm blaming Noor for this one.
Yo,
I'm blaming Noor for this one. He brought up Drake. We started talking about Drake. All
Nah,
we do.
whatchamacallit, man.
I'm so done with Drake, man. I'm
Honestly-
so done with him.
All right, go ahead, Stars.
No, with the all right. I feel what homie was saying because honestly, in the pop world, it's like you could play a million instruments, but all that really matters is the end result, like the music itself, and it's
No.
like
That
Yeah,
man
and
was
the
a whole.
impact,
That man
word.
was a whole band by himself.
This
God
is
damn
why.
it.
Yeah,
th-
but
this
still,
is why
it-
that point is not.
If
fair.
that man could clone himself, he'd be the best band in the world.
Exactly.
Come on now. The fuck?
fuck?
I feel
listen,
that.
listen. That's an instrument, though.
Yeah, I mean-
this is
I'm just saying, like,
this is
does
why-
that make him more talented than somebody who actually sat down and made a beat.
this is why that's not fair, because Justin Bieber writes a lot of his music and plays a lot of instruments as well, and we fucking love him. We've given him pass after pass on mad shit that he's done.
Yeah.
Justin Bieber is an amazing vocalist.
You talking about?
He
You
can-
talking about? We love him, nigga.
nah. I'm
Alright,
saying,
alright,
nah,
but
no, no,
I'm
no.
talking
You
about,
gotta,
like,
you gotta
the world.
respect that though, because like,
Justin Bieber
yo,
has
when
dealt
he
with
first came out, bro, I was on this Justin Bieber's corny shit. But if
Bro,
you
he
look at him,
plays
bro,
hella
he's
instruments,
really.
dog.
He's
Yes,
super
I respect
talented.
the shit out of him, bro.
He's super
Yeah,
talented.
but
He
like,
was just a nobody young kid, whatever, at the time, but he's proven me otherwise. You know what I mean? He's shown me
super
what's
yeah,
up.
but I'm gonna be
Yes.
honest. That's like
Yeah, I respect that, man.
That's
Absolutely.
like Justin Bieber is still big though, and so is
Huge.
Prince. But like
Yo,
that's
I
like
ain't gonna
Justin
flex.
Bieber to.
But
to
Justin
Drake.
He's on every
But
big
Justin
DJ
Bieber
Khaled
is in-
song.
Justin Bieber,
Justin Bieber is in
he
Goat
is
Talk
big.
with Michael Jackson, though.
I
is
watched
he not?
white bitches cry after
Justin
coming out
Bieber?
his movie.
I feel
They
like
was-
Exactly.
they
Justin
was-
Bieber is going to be
No,
a
the-
goat, just like
I'm
Michael,
saying,
bro.
Yeah, but like Prince is up there too. Like, look,
He is.
I'm
He's
saying
not up there like Michael is, though, bro.
He is.
He's not.
Yo, there are
Niggas
yo.
don't treat Prince
got
like
a
the
movie,
goat
my
like they
nigga.
treat Michael like the goat.
Look, let me tell you
Yeah,
something, bro.
but
That's like comparing Madonna and Cher. You feel me?
I don't know. I still see older,
fucks with Cher,
older
though.
people going.
Y'all ever see the Michael Jackson
crazy over
biopic
Prince.
with Flex Alexander?
Nah.
Oh my god, that was it was horrible.
What you
It
mean?
was
What happened?
horrible, bro. Nah, they did a biopic of Michael Jackson's life. up until they put it out. I remember watching it. It was horrible. Nah.
What you mean?
Nah.
What happened?
Fuck
They
that.
dropped a Michael Jackson biopic with Flex Alexander, the nigga from that TV show from back in the day, and he played Michael
Flex,
Jackson.
like from one on one.
Yeah, from One on One.
Holy
That
shit!
nigga, he played Michael Jackson. It was trash as fuck. my
Why
nigga.
him?
Terrible,
I
man.
have no idea at
They coulda
all.
got a younger
And
actor.
then when
I
he
wanna see
got-
Michael B.
bruh, and
Jordan
then when
be
he
Michael
got
Jackson.
the logo,
That would be crazy.
Buff ass Michael Jackson, bro.
I just found a new fact, and this is why Prince might be the guru of fucking instruments
Oh,
musically
my
alone.
Lord.
Prince didn't only play instruments; he got a patent for
Yeah.
designing one.
No fucking
He was
way.
going to design his own fucking. I'm out of here. I'm walking.
Prince over MJ, dog. Prince,
bitch.
is that a fact? Come back, come back, come back, come back, come back, come
It's a
back.
fact. It's a fact.
No fucking
It's
way.
a fact.
Prince was about
He got
to
a
invent
patent
his
for
own.
designing
What
his own
instrument?
instrument.
What
that
instrument?
man
Do
understood
we have an
instruments
image
like
for it?
nobody else
Do
could.
we have an image for it? Please pull.
That's
What's
what
the-
I'm
Why
saying.
doesn't it? What are you
Whole
talking
video
about?
on it on
That's
YouTube,
what
bro.
I'm
what's the instrument called?
Yo, look,
What is it called?
that's what I'm saying.
What is the
How
instrument
doesn't
called?
that make you more
I mean-
talented?
What is the
That
instrument
makes you a
called?
genius, dog.
This is not answering the real question. What is the instrument called?
Yeah, facts. I want to find. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
no.
Find
I'm-
the
The
This nigga
fucking
created
Prince
a
orator.
stick-
Who
Yo,
gives a
this
fuck,
nigga
bro?
created a
That
fucking
man was
stick in
playing
the
that
drum.
shit
I'm
and
gonna be like,
patented
yo,
his
come
own
on, dog.
fucking instrument.
All right.
Who cares what it's called?
Prince-
I think I've seen
my
Prince
own
play a
instrument.
3-neck guitar before. Michael
Yo,
Jackson
Prince
wasn't
as a
doing that.
person and his personal talents is totally different than like the music, like the.
And I want you to
music,
know
bruh.
right here, if
Like,
I
yo,
have to remind the people in this room, I
Look,
love
when Doves
Michael
Cry
Jackson.
next to
Love him,
anything
bro.
off
Come on
of
now.
anything off of like motherfucking.
You about to make me take my mic out this thing.
Yo, man. Yo, for real, like yo.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on because we
when
could
Doves
debate this
Cry
all day.
ain't
You already
even
know
as
that.
good as like half of
Next topic,
Michael
Mark.
Jackson's.
Jake,
You know what
it's
I mean?
cool. It's
I'm
cool.
sorry. Y'all
Jake's
got me
not-
hot.
It's
Y'all got
fine.
me hot.
Yo, you're
Jake is fine.
tripping.
We got-
Stop.
we got
Yo,
the next
sorry.
Yo,
topic.
my
I'm
man,
not-
my man Jay came with the gloves on today. He's ready to duke it
Yo,
out.
for real. No.
We got the next
Really
topic,
out
Pop.
here, bro.
Yo, yeah, bro.
He's swinging, bro.
You got
Hey,
something
hold
to
up.
prove. You feel me?
Y'all got me hot.
we could give him a bottle or something. He's still throwing haymakers in the corner.
Your face red, bro.
I know
My
y'all
man.
got me hot. I know, that was funny. That was funny.
He's hot, bro.
Yeah.
All right. Next
All right.
subject. This was a great debate. This is probably
It
one of
is.
the best
That was
debates.
It's
we
almost
had.
like it's so great it's not over. You know what I
I
mean?
don't want it to be at all, bro.
You know, when it comes to like talent and stuff like that, you know, like all right now, even with the studio, even with me and what I do,
Right.
like I'm an executive producer. That doesn't make me more talented than the engineer or the producer or me more talented than them. You know, we just
But can
gotta.
you do it 30-some different ways at once?
But it
Or
doesn't.
30-some different
I'm
ways?
not saying it doesn't matter because if I go in there, it's just like the other day.
Got Storage Timberland.
No, it was just like the other day. He was in there making a beat, and the beat was hot. And then I went in and was like, "No, you should do this, that, and the third." And then when he did it, everybody like, "Damn, that's." But he made the beat. It doesn't make me more talented than him, or him more talented than me. It's just that this is what he know, and this is what I know.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So
As much as I disagree with you,
All right, well, look.
I see
No,
where you're
it's-
coming from.
North and Jake.
yeah,
We're gonna hold down. We got a room out there. You guys can just debate this all
We
day.
need to start
Hold
keeping
on.
score
fuck the
on
next
shit like
topic.
that.
Yo, real quick. I gotta see because I never really. What's your stance, Greg? Like, what's your stance? Because I don't really hear
just
you
give
say
it.
it.
Just
You
give
feel
us your
me?
stance,
On
bro.
what, though?
On Michael
He said
Jackson.
Michael-
versus
I think he
Prince
said
and
Michael Jackson.
What?
Oh, my nigga, look. I'm putting it to you like this.
Oh man.
I feel like both of these people have made such a crazy like impact on the music world, and just they've influenced so many people. But if I had to go with one, I'm gonna keep it a G. I'm gonna go with Michael Jackson.
You
Yeah,
dig.
that's a given. I already knew he was gonna say that.
No, but listen,
Typical
listen,
ass
listen,
motherfucker.
listen. What you mean?
Typical
No,
ass.
don't get me wrong. Yo, don't get me wrong, bro. Michael
Nah,
Jackson.
it's tough. It is tough.
It's a tough one, but I could just from my personal life, I remember coming up, I ain't hear a Prince song until I was like well into my adolescence.
Yeah, see, that's like my
You know what
uncle
I'm
was playing
saying?
that shit around me as a
mom
kid, and
loves-
I understand like how many different. Not only that, but I don't want to get back into this shit
Hold on.
again.
Let me-
but
let-
Prince
let
had
me
so
finish.
many different sounds
Let
and
me
styles
finish.
at once.
Nah, let me finish
You know
though.
what I mean?
And that's the thing. I'm not saying I haven't because I've heard a Prince song. It's just I haven't heard one that I remembered until well into my adolescence. Michael
Right.
Jackson, nigga, Thriller was mine. You feel me? Like Thriller
yeah,
was
yeah,
like
yeah.
that was every Halloween. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Every
Made me
Halloween,
piss the bed.
Thriller, my
For real.
nigga. Like you feel what I'm saying? Michael Jackson was everywhere.
Right.
Throughout- you feel me? Throughout my
History.
whole coming up.
You don't think
know
I was in
what
my
I'm
living
saying?
room doing the fucking zombie dance
Exactly,
and shit?
niggas was trying.
Let's be serious.
walk,
You
all
wasn't
that
doing no shit like
bro.
that to Prince.
Yo,
I've never seen nobody.
I'm
I've never
not wearing
seen.
no
I've never
platform.
seen.
Jackets, Thriller jackets.
Exactly.
We tried to find gloves inside. Like motherfuckers wanted to be Mike.
word.
For
word.
real, bruh.
A little off
Not too many
topic.
people wanted to
I'm
be
a little.
Prince.
I'm upset that the Eagles surpassed Thriller in album sales or some
Did they?
shit. Yeah, their
Shit.
greatest hits from like the '70s outsold Thriller like just recently.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they like. I don't know.
Yeah, but look how long it takes stuff to outsell it.
No, hell yeah, that's true. You know what I mean?
This was sales when it was out. It wasn't over time.
Yo, man, listen, bro. I'm going to
Keep-
keep it a stack. Keep it. We going to keep talking about it. For
I want
to
to keep talking a couple minutes.
because my nigga Prince is just fucking ridiculous. Like I'm
People
They still, you feel me? Every time, right around this time of year, they play that song for fucking.
Word, Halloween
They don't-
shit. Oh yeah,
Crazy.
Hell yeah,
children too.
hell
Yeah,
yeah.
kids too. But people go crazy.
But Prince's name was Prince King, so and he died young and never got the belt, bro.
Yeah, shout out Treyway. Actually, you feel
Facts.
me?
Nah, fuck all.
6ix9ine, the best rapper
Fuck all
out
those.
ever right
Fuck
now.
all.
Yo,
Best show we. So let me explain something real quick. So LeBron James posted a video rehearsing and reciting Eminem's lyrics to his new track. Now, I posted that. I reposted it and I said, "Who says the GOAT can't inspire other goats?" ? And this dude, the very first comment, if you go into my comment section, this dude says,
what's your
"Why
Instagram?
every white rapper saying M is the GOAT today?" Now that set me off. All right. So being a white rapper in the game, I don't even want to
Listen to
talk
more
about that
black
right now. I don't even
rappers
want to
than
talk
you
about that
listen
right
to
now.
white
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, it is a black
You don't-
culture.
yeah, you don't
It's
have a choice.
predominantly black. There's not just a bunch of white motherfuckers out here, but
Mac
we got
Miller
a
hard,
few
though.
that I respect.
I respect Mac
Like
Miller.
a Mac Miller, a Logic, and Eminem, and Logic's half black, half white.
Barely.
MGK, I think he's dope. I think
He's
he can
fire.
spit. I never really got into him,
He's
honestly.
fire.
He hard.
Hard.
You know,
Yo,
Shoe.
he just
Obviously,
dissed G-Eazy.
I
That
fuck
was
with Shoe.
wild.
Yeah, he did. G-Eazy not going nowhere with his
Fuck
rap.
G-Eazy.
Fuck
Fuck
G-Eazy
G-Eazy.
for real.
Nah, don't say fuck
G-Eazy,
G. I think
nigga.
And fuck Russ,
G-Eazy's
for
whole style is cool.
Ooh, fuck Russ.
Fuck
Yeah,
Russ, yo.
yeah,
Fuck
yeah,
that
yeah,
nigga,
Russ,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
He's an arrogant piece of shit, bro.
Russ is arrogant.
Yeah,
I'll give him
fuck
that. Russ
Russ.
is arrogant,
I
and
give
then
it
he
to
tries
him,
to come
like,
back when
fuck
it's too
that
late.
nigga, but at the end
He
of the
make
day,
his own music.
yeah, like he
really got it on
deserves
his
to walk
own
around
steam.
like that. But fuck that nigga. At the end of the day, you gotta be humble. You need that.
Because
You
G
feel
Herbo
me?
independent
Because
too.
if you
He
don't
DIY
humble
nigga.
yourself, you feel me? Somebody else will. And that's
With a
G
fist,
shit.
nigga.
So basically, back to
Fuck Russ.
the Instagram. He said, "Why every white rapper saying M is the GOAT today?" And that really set me off because just because I'm white and M's white, that's a coincidence. It has no. I don't think he's the GOAT because I'm fucking white or he's white.
And then I was
All right.
watching the whole comment thread. Bull went into some shit that like
He's
that-
racist.
Yeah, that
He's
was
racist.
that was tight. It was like the deeper he got, the more racist he got with like
Yes.
his stereotypes.
and he exposed himself. I didn't even do it
tried
for
to
him.
say that he tried to say that he literally like used like the term that we don't like. He like, towards white people. He was like, "Oh, you people have been like stealing our
You
music
people,
and doing shit like
you
this."
people,
like,
and he kept saying like me, some of the other
Like,
people that were
categorizing,
commenting. He kept saying
generalizing you
white boy,
into, like,
white boys,
white-
white
yeah,
boy, this
exactly.
and that. You people, you guys, like
But I know-
us, our culture. culture, and I'm just like, the fuck?
And I'm
like,
not gonna,
first off, that pissed me off because I grew up off this culture.
Exactly.
You're not about to.
And you
I'm not
do
gonna
acknowledge that it's
come in
black
here and be
culture.
disrespectful. I know it's a black culture. I know what it comes from. I get it. All right. But as a kid, you can't tell me I didn't grow up off it. All right.
I grew up
And
listening to Slipknot.
I'm not. I will fight till the death. If this is my. I knew this day would come where I would have to speak about this shit. I didn't think it would come so early, but I'm gonna say it right now. Like, being in a predominantly black culture, I feel somewhat uncomfortable
You should've
because I
told-
feel like, you know what I mean. I feel like a little bit unwelcome in the first place.
You should have told niggas
When
you was
I'm
part
at shows
Mexican.
and when I'm up here with you guys, and you know what I mean, I feel uncomfortable because I feel like people don't want it's. I'm unwelcome or whatever.
Yeah.
But being
feel
in the
that.
game and understanding the culture. And as time went on, I feel more accepted. I don't feel that way anymore.
Yeah,
But
that's
when
2018,
people
you know what I mean?
say shit like that, all it does is remind me of the way I used to feel.
Bro,
like, would people
my
understand
two-
because I'm white? Are
my-
they going to judge me because of my skin?
My
Because I
two-
just happen to be inspired and motivated off people that were spitting, and they
Facts.
made me feel when I felt at my lowest. Eminem was the shit that I was listening to that put a fucking an energy pack in my back and made me want to take over the world. You know what I mean?
Bro, I
So you
remember-
can't take that away from me.
No, of course not. And bro, I spend so much time with you as a person, and Jake, and bro,
Word.
my two main producers, Jake and Tony, are white boys, and they really fuck.
Yeah,
This man Jake Styles right here listens to the Isley Brothers. We're not even talking about hip hop no more. We talking about the pre-log of hip hop type shit. You
Right.
feel me?
I
Like,
don't know. I just enjoy good sounding. Yeah, I mean, good sounds.
exactly. Like,
Lit.
motherfucker, like, you have to understand that, like, as much as this may be a black culture, when white, I don't feel like when I see a white rapper, I don't feel like they're appropriating our culture. You feel me? Because for you to come into hip hop, you have to know your roots. Because hip hop isn't just something you can come into and be like, all right, I'm gonna be a rapper. Because you
Right,
have
if
to
I
have
just
a
came in
formula.
and I was disrespectful, just like fuck you, and I didn't know a goddamn thing about the culture, that would be, I could
That's
see why
cultural
people would say, who the
appropriation.
fuck are you?
Yeah.
But I'm not. Like, I guarantee you I could school this man on more hip-hop, on more black rappers from
Yeah.
back in the day that he should know.
as you did
I
on
guarantee-
the comment thread.
Exactly.
Because a lot of
Because he
black
couldn't say shit.
A lot of black rappers give Eminem his homage on being the greatest rapper alive.
Right.
It's not M's fault that he's white.
It's not his fault that he out raps everyone. That's just the bro. If he was black, if his skin was black and,
he
he
was
rapped
spitting
like
the
that,
same
I would
caliber.
say the same shit.
Because let's
Nobody's
talk about
spitting
it,
like
bro.
that.
Because his black thought spitting to
Black
the same
Thought
caliber.
is the closest thing, in my opinion, other than like a
Royce or Tech Nine.
Royce did a whole project with him. You know what I mean?
And
He did a
kept
couple
up.
and kept the fuck up. So I have much respect for like a Royce or a Black Thought, who are both in my top 5.
Bro,
Black
Eminem,
Thought
bro,
is
Eminem-
Nas is
my
also
top
in there,
one,
but
like
let's be honest. Is Nas? Have
And
you ever heard Nas go off like
Nas
Eminem?
is not
Can we be serious?
spitting- Nas is not spitting to the
You know what I mean?
caliber
Big
and
L's
technique of
dead.
M.
He's not alive anymore.
Big L would be if he was still
Please
alive.
don't talk about Nas. Please don't. Do
I love
that.
Nas, bro.
No, no,
He's
no.
my favorite
What,
rapper.
you don't like Nas?
I'd
I
rather,
love Nas.
I'd rather listen
You
to
love
Nas
Nas.
over M.
I like Nas more than I like Eminem.
Nas is well. Let me explain something. So I'm glad you said that. Right. So Nas just
Yeah.
might have impacted the culture just as much as an Eminem. So equally, not just because of his impact on me solely. When I was young and I was still trying to find like. J. Cole said it best.
Nas
if you go
helped me
watch an
so
interview,
much,
J.
bro.
Cole says when you're a young artist and you haven't found your sound, all you're doing is you're listening to your favorite artists and you're basically mimicking them.
Yeah.
The first couple shit you write, it's literally mimicking exactly what they were doing.
Yeah.
My first 2 artists that I actually tried to emulate the most was Eminem and Nas. Like, I tried to get that, not like those internal rhyme patterns and shit Nas
even
had.
when
like,
Eminem first
he
came out,
influenced the
people
fuck
tried
out of
to
me.
say that he was acting like Nas. Was he not?
When Eminem first dropped with Infinite, it was like, it sounded like Illmatic or Reasonable Doubt. It was closer to like an Illmatic or an AZ album.
So
And they said he sounded like AZ and Nas. He had to switch his whole shit
So
up.
let me ask you a question. Do you think if Nas would have stayed as consistent as M, they would be spitting on the same caliber? Because now we're saying that ever since I put out that fact, Eminem
No,
was
just because
inspired by Nas.
He was, and it's just they both have mutual respect for each other. But I will say this: no, I don't think so, because
Eminem is a word
I just
machine.
yeah,
bro.
Eminem, bro, his He's a wordsmith. The wordplay, the way he bends the rhymes together, the way he flows, the way he has internal flows inside those flows, the way he switches up cadences.
I guarantee
the way
you,
every fucking thing about. He's the most technically. If we're talking technical aspect, we've already said this on the show, but it's deeper than that now because I'm white and this dude was coming at that's my whole livelihood. Yeah. I'm not about to sit here and let anybody tell me you're not going to rap or you're not this because you're white. Fuck you.
I feel like, man, maybe like he had just seen, because I know for a fact there are Eminem fans that just so happen to be white that don't know shit
about any other hip hop,
and that makes us look bad, and I hate that.
Quick to say, "Oh, M's the best," and don't know shit.
And they might very well be racist. We don't know that. I've met plenty of black and white racist people in my life. Race is very much
universal. Yeah,
it's very much alive still today.
Right?
It is, and that right there, that's a great point you made because I probably have come across a few white people in my life that love Eminem and don't really know a damn thing about hip hop or this culture.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
But they're quick to say.
But I'll be the first one to school you on some shit.
Yeah, exactly. They don't want to.
You know what I mean?
And that's the thing that like. I don't want to say I can understand.
And you gotta understand real quick. Let me.
So
let me explain something
real quick.
I feel like Eminem really Eminem's the only hip hop artist besides Biggie who is not here no more, and Tupac, and MC Hammer's still alive, but he's the only one that went diamond twice. You feel what I'm saying? I had looked it up.
Really?
You feel me? Yeah, Eminem went diamond twice. Twice, my nigga.
That's that middle America.
It's like if you look at, there's like an article somewhere. It's like MC Hammer, Tupac, Biggie, Eminem, Andre 3000, Outkast, Speaker Box,
Andre 3000 is an amazing.
They went diamond. The Speaker, no, they ain't go twice, but they went diamond.
They went diamond.
Love
Below, right?
It's a double album,
Speaker Box and the Love Below. They went diamond on that. But nah, for real, I feel like honestly, Eminem had the upper hand because white people still buy albums.
Middle America, that's what I'm saying. Middle America buy physical
Middle America,
it's hard as hell to get niggas to buy albums unless it's Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? Because back in the day, you had to buy albums. You know what I'm saying? To listen to your music, you had to get one for the car, one for the crib, one for your bitch. You feel me? But now, you could just stream everything. The only motherfuckers that's going diamond is you feel me, country singers. And
facts.
I seen a commercial. They said a new country album went diamond. I said, how the fuck? How is it new and it went diamond? That shit usually take time.
Word.
Nah, nigga. Them
old
niggas
ass
is grabbing
pickup
them
trucks
shits.
ain't got no aux cord.
$12 a pop.
Yo, shut.
Let me ask you guys a question. Let me ask you guys a question real quick. So, did you guys listen to the Eminem album?
On the way here, nigga.
Not
This is
fully.
about it.
Yeah.
Huh?
I listened to the first song. Look, this is what I'm going to say about this shit. I'm not going to hate on Eminem because as long as there's motherfuckers that don't like new music, there's going to be a lane for motherfuckers like Eminem. You feel me? So at the end of the day, he's just voicing his opinion. And people were saying he dissed Lil Yachty, but honestly, he didn't. Yeah, all he said. Yeah, no, not even. All
Did you hear what he said? Did you hear what he said?
Yeah,
literally, all he said was, "Yo, that's not for me.
It's not for me."
And that's it.
Right.
You feel me?
That was the latest diss, and I think I respect him for doing that. Since Yachty's such a young dude,
real.
but he did diss Lil Pump and Lil Xan and all that.
The creator of faggot though.
Yo, that shit was crazy.
That was out of pocket.
I ain't see that coming. I didn't see that
cool,
coming,
bro. They cool. I think M's just blowing off steam.
Honestly, Tyler looks up to
opened
that
up
man.
for him.
Looks up to that man, so it's
Tyler,
that shit's crazy.
Tyler, Earl, and M and everybody.
But we're not about to sit here. Yo, he's under the radar right now for people basically coming at him for saying faggot on his album. Let's not. Eminem's been saying faggot on every fucking album for the last 15 years, bro.
No word.
Nah,
he has said that word on every album.
He ain't have to call.
I'm gonna just keep it a buck. I'm just keeping it a buck.
Yeah, that was
though.
2018,
random.
bro.
That
It's
was
a
just
different
random.
It's a different social atmosphere.
I don't
with
care,
that.
bro.
That's
He's
a
not gonna
double.
conform.
That's
Wait,
a double
I'm
whammy
thinking,
too, because
like,
that
yo.
nigga's actually like bisexual.
That's the M that we want to hear, bro.
Is Tyler the Creator really gay? Do you think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did he
We're not
openly
about to
admit-
talk
Bro,
about that.
Yeah.
What are you
Hell
talking?
yeah.
Where have you
And
been living?
almost
You
every
haven't
single
heard
songs-
Garden Shed, my nigga? You ain't heard
I
the
thought
song
he was
Garden
just
Shed?
trolling.
No,
Nah,
bruh.
he's really like.
He's been kissing white boys since 2004, my nigga.
No, in the
Yeah, I
fucking
mean-
one song he got with A$AP Rocky, he was like, "I take my car and fill it with some Leo DiCaprio."
No. He said, y'all cop Kush, my nigga. I cop houses and fill them with some Leo DiCaprio and Cole Sprouts. Bro,
Shit
that's
was hard,
You can't,
dog.
bro.
That's
I was
hard.
never reciting the gay bar unless it was hard.
Yeah,
and that
nah,
shit was
nah,
hard.
facts. That's
Like,
what I mean,
you feel me? Like that shit was
So
fire, my
he
nigga.
not only
like,
he lightly dissed Lil Yachty, he dissed Lil Pump, Lil Xan. He definitely came at Machine Gun Kelly.
Why?
Yeah,
I'm
he
gonna
ain't
tell you
coming
why,
at him.
because Machine Gun Kelly was basically he was saying shit about Haley, like how hot she was, and just getting on.
She
Yeah,
was bad.
that's
Bad.
that.
I mean,
now,
so?
if Machine
What the
Gun
fuck?
Kelly learned,
20 now,
if Machine
though.
Gun Kelly learned
Nah, she's older
anything,
than that.
if Machine
She's
Gun
fine.
Kelly learned anything from back in the day, it was what happened with Ja Rule.
That don't
Nigga,
matter.
you don't
She's
say
a
shit
badass
about his
woman.
daughter.
Bro, let me tell you something, bro.
It doesn't matter,
You got,
bro.
You,
That's
we
that-
live, bro.
he's a
We live
father,
in a
bro.
world where a rapper like YFN Lucci can put his dick in Lil Wayne's daughter and Weezy not say nothing on the track. You feel me?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, bro, that
But
nigga
Weezy-
needs. That
but
nigga
Weezy a
needs to,
drug
that
addict
nigga
and don't
needs to
give a
have a
fuck about
coke and a
nothing.
smile, my nigga. Nah, bro, his daughter's growing up, my nigga. Let her be whatever, nigga.
Growing
If that
up,
nigga
niggas
has
like
an
20
opinion
something.
about his daughter, nigga, don't get on the track. Holla at him. You
Nah.
feel me? That's how I feel. I'm not gonna say no shit on no track. You say something about my daughter, that's my daughter. That's personal. I'ma holla at you real quick, and then I might.
that's his
you feel
way-
me?
that's
I might
his way of-
lightly talk about it on the track.
And if you
Just,
disrespect
you
me
feel
further,
me?
we
Just
gonna have to-
yeah, you feel me? But I'm gonna talk to you first instead of
But
fucking.
music
you feel
is
me?
therapeutic, and that's his way of therapy
Yeah,
to
but I'm
basically
saying-
say like.
The way he went about it was
He went on a Machine Gun Kelly went on a track with I believe Tech 9 and tried to like say some shit because M responded and basically said don't keep my fucking daughter's
Okay,
name out your
okay.
mouth type shit.
That is.
And M went and said, you know what I mean? He said some
Let's-
shit like you didn't have to go and do a track with Tech 9 and this and that
But
and
let's
dissed him.
talk about the fact that MGK has a song with Tech 9. That means MGK is now defined and recognized as the lyricist that he should have always been recognized as.
Oh, he's dope, yeah.
Because
I'm not taking
Eminem
that
only
away.
Tech
really
9 definitely
actually
holds that
disses lyricists. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Like he's
That's
every
why
nigga
he
that
can
he's
be-
dissed has
That's why he can
lyrical
claim
skill.
king
Even
because
Lil
he
Pump.
comes at people
No?
that are
Lil Pump can fucking rap. Skinny is type lyrical. He was like,
Yeah,
looking
he-
on your bitch with my eyes closed.
Nah, he only
Right.
dissed them because he did that cadence and flow. Like he was like mimicking theirs and like
Yeah.
dissing them while he did it. He did it kind of dope. It was funny.
But you also gotta realize too, if I was in that, if he would have dissed me, I wouldn't have got mad at all, nigga. At the end of the day,
Said
nigga,
my
this
name,
shit,
bitch.
this shit's a sport, my nigga. That's what
Right.
we supposed to do. You feel me? If I can't, if a nigga can't say my name in a rap, you feel me?
That means you not checking for me.
Exactly, you feel me? So that
And
must
a-
be, and exactly. So like, nonsense, like for real.
And
It's
and
cool
a
that
legend,
he named
and a
all them
legend
people.
Just said your name on wax. or-
Exactly.
You think 50 Cent got bugged out when Jay-Z said, I'm about $1, who the fuck is 50 Cent?
No, because 50 said something
Nah, that was
first.
lit.
50, and that was lit as hell because nigga 50, you feel me? 50 was coming up at that time,
That's
so
what
you
I'm
feel
saying.
me?
That was
When,
lit for him.
yeah, you feel me? That's just like
Everybody's
acknowledgement,
like, yo, who the fuck is 50 Cent?
nigga.
I don't
Two
even think-
quarters.
I don't even think Tyler would give a fuck if somebody dissed him. You feel me? You can't really.
I
you
I
can't
haven't
phase
seen
him.
a response from Tyler
Bitch
yet.
ass nigga.
This
but,
nigga's sad, man. Look at him. Baked
Smoke
as
the
hell.
blunt without us.
Right,
All of
right.
Smoke the
that.
wood without us, bro.
Yup.
Smoked all the blood.
Yo, bro.
Wow.
Excuses. Excuses.
Wait, did you really?
All right. He also dissed Drake.
Well,
He also dissed Drake.
that shit was bound to happen.
Huh? What?
What? The Drake
They
diss?
been like.
And what's that? What's that?
Ain't Eminem smashing Nicki Minaj right now or something like that?
What's
I
that
don't know. They was
track?
going together.
That's weird.
Nah, I don't think so. That was a rumor.
They
That's
was,
crazy.
though.
Nas and Nicki fucked, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But right after Nas got it, I heard M had got it. You feel me?
Old niggas.
And that's what's up.
Yo,
M,
you know what's
Nah,
crazy?
M
she
and
just
Royce
know-
basically remade the track that Drake and that other dude made. What was that?
Yeah,
Look
that's
Alive.
what I
He basically
said.
remade like
Not
that track.
alike.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's called Not Alike.
that
You
shit
feel
was
me?
funny as shit.
He got the nigga Take Keith to reproduce the beat.
Okay, so
Right.
Let's go into like the deeper issues of this whole
He
thing.
dissed Charlemagne the God.
Good. Charlemagne's a faggot.
Nah, I fuck with Charlemagne.
That's
Fuck
crazy.
Charlemagne.
I fuck with Charlemagne
That nigga's
because he's
smart.
so real. You know
That
what I mean?
nigga's smart as
He's
hell.
raw
He
as
keeps
shit.
it a
He's
buck
rude as
50.
fuck, bro. I don't fuck with that.
He
man.
dissed.
Nah,
He
he's,
dissed.
he's like living clickbait.
Rude people
Living
are just
clickbait. He's like
people that
personified.
they really have no filter. People think I'm rude.
The man
I say
just
shit
likes
that's
to do
just.
shit for clicks.
He also dissed Academics,
rude.
DJ Academics,
DJ
because DJ
Academics
Academics
deserves
said
a
Revival
diss.
was whack, whatever. But
Revival was whack.
Yeah,
but
how you
he's-
That shit was whack as fuck.
trash ass album and then get mad when people are like, "Yo, that's a trash ass album."
It is.
You
It was.
can't
gone.
But
do
all
that.
right, and I'm glad you said that. I'm
Like,
glad you said that. But
you
M,
can't do
that.
I'm glad you
Like-
said that. But M likes
up
being
outta
the
here.
fucking underdog. He always liked it. I
you
think he
mean
had a
to
plan
tell
to
me
put
he
that album out.
He
to then come back and say fuck you guys for doubting
So
me.
hold on,
He
there-
did that.
I ain't
There's a
rolling.
method to Eminem's fuck. That's what you're
fuck
saying.
up.
No.
This is his third.
Did I? Hold on,
Bro.
I didn't.
Look.
I didn't finish. What I'm saying is, I think he had a plan because he also says 2017 in one of his songs on this, right?
He
That
does.
means he was
Yeah,
working
yeah,
on
yeah.
both, right or wrong? Right.
Look,
So
I
I
don't
think
give
he
a
put
fuck.
that out. And he had a plan, and he said, "I'm gonna put the weaker shit out. I'm gonna let everybody hate, and then when everybody's talking shit, I'm gonna come back on them."
I'm
And that's
gonna be
smart.
honest. I'm gonna be honest.
He
that was-
likes being the underdog. He always liked being the
when I
underdog.
was listening to the
no,
one
bro.
to the
He likes
to
when
the
people
new
doubt
album,
him.
bruh,
That's when he goes hard.
It's
That
not
shit
even
wasn't even
about
like
Backs up
doubting
against
him.
the wall.
It's
There's
not
a
even
couple songs
about
that-
doubting him, bro. It's just that my nigga, that shit was ass as fuck.
Yeah,
why
I was
would
about
you?
to say, in
why the
general,
fuck?
like-
Well, also,
And
it was-
the
it
thing
was-
that I don't like about it is the whole like how he had the one song. He's like black boy, we're scared.
That shit was offensive. Bro.
I was like, nigga, what the fuck is this?
No,
my
no,
nigga?
no.
Like,
He's
bro,
talking. He's taught, but you don't
I
understand. He
understand,
made the
no.
song.
We
I get
understand.
that.
What's
It
the
wasn't-
song about?
It wasn't.
What's the song about?
He was speaking from, you feel me, the perspective of the motherfucking cops, and then
Right,
he
exactly.
spoke from this perspective
Exactly.
of the motherfucking. But still, at the end of the day, nigga, don't do that shit. That's not cool,
That's
my
not-
nigga.
that's
like,
not for him to
there's,
do.
there's
Yeah, what the
different.
fuck?
There's
So it's
There's
not.
plenty
So
of-
so you
there's
shouldn't be
many
educating
genres.
the youth about what's
We're
going
No,
on.
you should,
No,
bro.
but-
You
but it's the
should.
same
But there's
conversation.
different ways
Yo.
you can do about it. My dad always told me it's not what you do, it's how you do it, my nigga.
because
Word.
that
You ain't have
to
to say it like
that.
that.
To me, that to Grizz and that to other people in the black community was more satirical than it was serious.
Yeah,
And
for
it's not
real.
appreciated.
And I can respect that. Honestly, we're gonna move on because I can respect that because that's the
Yeah.
same way I felt when this man called me white boy the other day. It's the same exact
It was
thing.
just like, wow, like
We're not
my
gonna.
nigga.
I just
if
don't like
if
the
it
way
didn't,
they
it would
put
be a
the
double
song
standard.
together,
I
you
can
feel me?
respect that. I do.
Yeah.
And
I respect that. Let me hit that, yo.
I don't hate the man for making the song, but the way that he
hit
made the
that, yo.
song, it just wasn't smart.
Yeah,
Because
it-
He's
it's
he's
socially
never
conscious.
been
He
one to
really
hold
just
back
burned
though. He
without
just
us,
says
bro.
whatever.
Oh,
He knows
oh,
what's
like
going
it.
on, and
But
Yeah,
I
but-
just respect more so that he's talking about real shit.
At least he tried to make
I
it a
said,
social
hands to the
conversation.
But I feel like it's already been
cool.
a social conversation
We gonna
since it's
burn
already
a
like all over the
steak
news and
without
shit. Like
you.
he really didn't have
Trayvon
to.
got
He
killed
really
and
didn't
shit.
have to. And if he really
Fuck
wanted
with
to,
you,
he
He
could have
could've
like
been a
donated
better,
to Black
more-
Lives Matter or some
No,
shit.
he
He
could've
could have
been
done
a
some
more
shit.
tasteful
you know
way
what I
if
mean?
he
Like,
wanted to do it on
He
the
could have
song.
really did some
You
shit
feel me?
than just
But go
Song.
ahead.
Right. He also dissed Joe Budden,
yeah.
Yo, look.
which
I like him.
Nobody will
like
ever
him.
diss
That's
Joe
my-
Budden
that's
the
my
way
man.
Lil B just
The
dissed
bass
Joe
god
Budden.
fucked
Yo.
his life
Lil
up.
B
T-shirts
came
and
with that motherfucking heater, man. Like,
Lil
Joe.
B.
So
Real
here's
shit.
what happened. So basically, Budden
This shit was wild.
Budden was on his podcast and
I
his
don't
everyday
fucking know
struggle
where we at. Yo, where we at, bro?
show, and he was
This
basically
nigga
saying
wanna
like
have his mans pull up, blow some gas.
Hold on.
he was basically saying Revival was whack, right? And he was talking shit while he was signed to M, right? While he was signed to him, which is cool. Do you think it's cool to talk shit while you're signed to somebody?
What,
the game
like-
did it? Who
He,
cares?
rec- he
I mean,
he,
there's a bunch of people that
he
do that,
retired.
but it's like it all depends on
Yeah,
what
he
type of
retired.
shit
Why
you're
is he still
talking.
signed? Is Eminem just keeping him?
I
He
mean,
signed.
probably
He
has
signed
a-
to him still
Ooh.
technically,
Projects
right?
under his
Eminem signed to
contract.
who again? I
No.
blanked out for a second.
Joe Budden
Joe
is
Budden.
signed.
Joe Budden
to
is still
M.
signed to M.
Right.
I mean, yo, I'm gonna keep it a buck because every time I heard somebody that signed to somebody talk shit on the person they're signed to, it was from a place of love. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It
he did it
wasn't.
from a place
It
of love.
wasn't.
He was being. It was
It
his
wasn't-
real opinion.
Yeah,
He was
it
being
wasn't.
real.
It wasn't to be maliceful or nothing like that. It was to keep it real with his homie. At the end of the day, because sometimes you got to keep it a buck with your
Because did
people.
Pusha T not go up to Kanye West and tell him, "Yo, that MAGA shit is not cool"?
You feel what I'm saying?
He said
Right.
it like a grown ass
Bro,
man.
even when damn, I had it on my mind too. I was gonna give the dope example.
So basically, M said something about him. And M had a crazy line. He said the closest thing Budden got to hits was hitting a bitch.
Yo.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's
And
terrible.
you know, Joe
That's
Budden had a lot of
looked like a
domestic
cartoon,
shit,
bro.
which
That
was
looked
crazy.
like
That's pretty low.
That was
though, bro.
crazy.
That's pretty low for him
Yeah,
to
and
say
I don't
some
even
shit
think
like
that's
that.
like.
That's not tasteful, dog.
Yeah, and I
because
don't
he
even
said
think
that
that's
about his
facts.
mans. You feel
Right.
me?
Yeah.
Like that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's pretty fucking distasteful.
Yeah,
That's what
could
I'm
you
saying.
imagine being like, "Yo, I don't
I'm
really like this album," and he coming back like, "Yo, you hit bitches."
Joe, I think so this is this is the thing. I
What
think
happened with Trippie and
Yo,
Tekashi
for real,
basically.
my nigga, yo, for real.
so. This is the thing. I think there's something deeper going on. I think there's something deeper going on business wise back. You know.
If he's saying
At the
shit
Shady
like
Camp?
that,
No, I'm going to tell you why. Because I think the whole Slaughterhouse movement just fell apart, and they're like done. Because I think Joe Budden was the reason that whole like unit came
Slaughterhouse.
together. You know what I mean? And they split up. And I think Joe was the reason that they split up. I think I think they all have some malice against him right now. Like
Joe
they're all
is a
cool with
fuck
him,
nigga, bro.
but he like
Yeah, but Joe
he
popping
fucks
now.
some shit up.
Joe Budden is a fuck
fucks
nigga,
with
But
bro.
he's also I salute him because he's also
real.
doing well with his show right now.
It's crazy
Be
because
real.
Joe Budden was trash like for a long minute. I remember like after
No.
Pump It Up came out, he was trash, and then Slaughterhouse popped, and then like
He was never
like,
trash.
a little-
He always had crazy. Every one of his albums and
I'm
mixtapes
sorry with Nick on
were
that.
dope.
He could always
Yeah,
spit.
yeah.
He could
I don't
always.
know,
Spit.
I
He was
feel
never
But
trash.
I wasn't checking for him. You know what I'm saying? Me
That
personally.
Now I'll give you
I'm
that.
not-
I'll get a lot of
You feel
people
me?
weren't.
No,
He only
no.
really had one hit.
But after,
Pump it
like, bruh, but like, after
ate off
like
that
I
for a
heard
long
like the
time.
Slaughterhouse stuff, and I heard like him battle rapping stuff. I was like, whoa, this nigga.
But he's always been rapping like that on his albums and mixtapes. People
Hold
just
on, what'd
didn't
you
know.
say, Satman?
People, really just didn't
Shout
know.
out Joe Budden podcast though.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. Joe Budden just got a deal with Spotify.
Yeah.
And shout out to
Yeah.
that because he's got the #1 podcast in America right now or in the
and
world.
he
In
does.
America, I
Yeah,
think.
But no jumper deserved that spot.
And he really paving a crazy
And
way
he-
for podcasts in general.
Yeah,
like the
in
future of
general.
podcasting. and
He's an
being,
excellent
like, monetized
broadcaster.
and shit.
Yeah, Joe Budden don't like new niggas.
Hell yeah.
Joe Budden got like the cultural.
Man, a lot of
Nah,
people
you know
don't
what's
like
crazy? He was
new
just saying
niggas.
how he liked the Juice WRLD and shit.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, what?
he did.
How you like
Yeah.
Juice WRLD and not like
Juice WRLD is raw, bro.
Nah,
Juice
I
WRLD
know,
is raw.
yeah.
Juice
After
WRLD is
seeing
very
that
dope, and I'm
Hour
mad I
Long
missed him
freestyle,
at
I
Made in
was
America
like,
last
But you
night.
know what?
I missed it.
He wasn't always spitting the same
And it
shit that
was
he's
good.
spitting now. Juice WRLD is kind of a gimmick because he wasn't always spitting the shit that he's spitting now. That heartbreak emo boy shit. Juice WRLD is
All right,
from
well, let's
Chicago.
not-
He was on some. You ever heard of D Savage? No fucking way. That's what I'm fucking
Yo.
talking about.
Hey, stop hating on everything, bro.
No, I'm
You know what
not.
I mean?
I'm,
Like,
I'm saying that
stop
Juice
hating on
WRLD,
everything, bro.
before Juice WRLD got
Yeah,
popping,
shoot,
he was
nigga.
doing shit
Nah,
with that
Juice
boy
WRLD
D Savage and shit and talking about some real killer shit. You feel me? Yeah. I fucks with D
Savage.
Savage.
I thought that nigga was gay for a
Juice
minute.
WRLD is dope.
I'm keeping it
Juice
buck
WRLD is
50.
dope.
All right,
You
but
talking
let's-
about the nigga
how we
that
got
I
on that,
know?
my bad.
Came in with my shawty, shooting
Yeah.
up the party.
Yeah.
And M also diss Donald Trump. How do you guys feel about that?
That's
I feel
cool.
like- I feel
Fuck,
like
nigga, everybody
that's
just
right,
said
that's
that.
cool.
Fuck that nigga.
Yeah, I feel like Eminem.
Yeah.
Donald Trump could suck a dick.
I feel like Eminem should have did it first.
He called him a serpent.
I gotta send Donald Trump a bag of dicks. You can send people a bag of dicks. So that's, you feel me? Just
That's the
you know,
next move on Trump.
I'm gonna put my.
And he also
What the fuck?
dissed.
What you
He also
mean?
dissed Mike Pence. Who the fuck is Mike
Mike Pence is
Mike
the
Pence?
vice president of the
Of what?
United
country?
States. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, Mike
of the
Pence.
United
Fuck
States.
I
that
don't
nigga
pay
too.
attention to that shit.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yo, you
Donald
think if you
Duck.
send Donald
Yo,
Trump a bag of
FBI
dicks, you go to jail?
FBI gonna kick him.
Going straight to Guantanamo Bay.
Fuck,
Like,
nigga, you gonna get a bag of dicks. You
on,
don't
yo.
care. It could be candy dicks, whatever.
FBI gonna kick in your door like you thought them dicks was funny, huh?
Yo, for real. And I'm be like, hey,
You about to have a cut meet?
When M-
you gonna see me smiling
When M
like a
dropped
bitch
that
in my
BET
mugshot,
freestyle
too.
about Trump,
That shit was weak as
no,
fuck.
listen to me. When he dropped that
Nah,
freestyle,
that shit wasn't
Trump
weak
got
as
the
fuck,
Secret
bro.
Service to
Alright.
come